Hey guys, welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today, I'm going to teach you how to draw Darkwing Duck. Come on, let's get dangerous. Alright guys, today we're going to draw one of my favorites from back in the day. We're going to draw Darkwing Duck. If you are unfamiliar with Darkwing Duck, he was part of the Disney Afternoon, and I believe he's making a comeback, but I'm going to stick with the OG design because this new design is not doing it for me. But before we get started, can you do me a favor? Hit that subscribe button down there for me. Thank you so much. So now to start with Darkwing Duck, we need to first figure out what kind of a pose to give him. But I think sticking with one of his iconic fists on hips would be a good idea. So what we're going to do, we have our head shape, and then what we're going to want to do, draw in our line of action here, and give him, first of all, his barrel chest, and heroic stance. Okay. And I'm kind of getting a little ahead of you here, but this will all make sense in a second. I just need to make sure I know where everything's going. So we're going to draw him with his fists on his hips here. So what I usually do is I'll figure out roughly his arms, like so. I want to start it up here. Darkwing Duck starts off with a rectangular shape, like so. Okay. And we have to give him those cheeks. So I got his vertical axis, his horizontal axis, and then his cheeks come out from there, like so. Okay. Now that I've got the basic shape down, I'm going to give him his eyes. He's got great big oval eyes. Disney likes to put Duck's eyes right on top of the bill, but because Darkwing wears a mask, they need to push that. So we separate the eyes from the bill, like this. All right. So I always start with this line here that separates the bill from the eyes. Right? Then I will follow that line up this way, because we want to give him that mask. Okay. Now that I've got that, I'll go back into this line and I'll give him his laugh line. Now Darkwing likes to crack jokes, so you've got to make sure that you're able to give him some expressive cheeks. Side. Okay. I'm going to define this a little bit more, like so. And then I'll define the other one, like so. Okay. Now this bill took me a long time to figure out. But once I did, a lot happier with my sketches. So, another laugh line on this side, right? But he's not laughing, not today. So his bill comes out like this, and like this, and then juts out this far. Okay, just like that. And now I've got him smiling. I'm gonna change the direction of the corner of his mouth, just like that. Give him his lower lip right here, and it comes in from the edge of that. He's got an overbite. The top part of the bill comes out a lot further than the bottom. And then he has a strong jaw here. Not quite as strong as Launchpad McQuack, but it'll do. Okay. So there's his bill. Now that we got that, I'm going to throw in that big flappy fedora hat that he wears. So the top of the fedora is an extension of his head shape, like so. The brim is very wide, and it comes down like this. And on the other side, it goes to a point. I'm going to connect this to this, like so. And then I'm going to take this line very lightly, trace it in, so that I know where to put it on the other side. Okay. Now, I'm just going to erase the top part of the eye shapes in the head so we don't get confused with too many lines here. Okay, redraw that in like this. And then we're going to give him the band around his hat. Okay. Now Darkwing, when he's all business, the eyelids come down a little bit, and he gets that furrow brow look. All right. See how that right there changes the expression on his face completely? Okay. So I'm not sure where he's going to look yet. Maybe looking at model sheet reference, but I don't always stick to the pose on the model sheet. 3 tufts of fur, or feathers, as the case may be. Okay, now he's got a neck, but he's also wearing a turtleneck shirt underneath his coat. So we got that line there, like this. And then the bottom part of his turtleneck, scoop in like this. Just like so. Okay, now it's time to put in his jacket. He's wearing a double-breasted coat. And it goes down to his waist. So, let me just redefine here. Let's see. It's about that long. Okay. he's thin, but this coat, the coat is far too big for his frame. So it's got to come out from his body. All right. So the front part of his coat is an S curve. It's going to overlap so that you see that this is a separate flap from the rest of his coat, right? And then it's going to come down like so. I'm actually thinking this is a little thin for him. Okay. I want to push the fact that he's got his chest puffed out. Okay, yeah, actually that's more like it here. Okay, so he's got one arm like so. Like this. And I'm going to draw in his sleeve to his shirt underneath. And then you jut out a little bit to put in his jacket sleeve. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. But I want to keep it even so the elbow will actually come here and it'll come right down. That wrist is there, so this one's going to be here, and very good. All right. Just like so. So we drew this part of the collar in here. We're going to draw the other one in here. Like I said, it's a double-breasted jacket, so this flap will overlap that. Now we're going to draw in the lapel of his coat, like so. And the other lapel, even with this side, like that. And then my favorite part of his ensemble is that billowy cape. So I got a line here like this. It's going to overlap his arm like that. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, just like this. But it's got to go over his arm, so we're going to curve it that way. Like that. Now we've got his shoulder underneath here, but we're going to give it the idea that there's a cape over the shoulder. Same thing with this side. Folds here. Okay, just like that. Beautiful. Okay. So now, because it's a double-breasted jacket, he has these buttons. 1, 2, and then down here, 1 and 2. There we go. Okay. Which is where the comedy comes in. All right, so we're going to draw in his legs and his underside here, just like so. Because he has his legs far apart to be more intimidating to his foes. Okay. Now his feet, because he's a duck, he has webbed feet, and they're just like Donald Ducks. There are 3 toes, and they're very rounded. Give him, oh, I don't like where I put those, but okay. All right, now the other foot, I'm going to make it so that it's trying to step up a little bit. Just like that. All right. So we've got his body in here. This is where his feathers end on his legs. So now the model sheet that I'm using, I actually like the way the cape is just draped down. So I'm just going to follow what it shows here. So when you put the cape in behind the character, you want to make sure that it's even on both sides, right? So I'm going to lightly draw in from up here. I'm going to lightly draw in the cape coming down like so. And the cape is going to kind of furrow in just like that. They're going to hang down like curtains. So we've got the cape coming down just like so. Like that. Now, when you draw in the other part of the cape, it's going to come behind it, so it's going to be up a little bit. And it's going to do something like that. Okay. Now that I know what his position is, I'm going to have him looking right at you. So I'm going to draw in one circle here like that, and one in there like that. Leave a little light reflection. And there you go. So, all right. If you guys like this, please give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, let me know down in the comments what you would like me to draw next, and we'll get that going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later. There's my self-indulgent lesson on how to draw a Darkwing Duck. But before we do this, could you please hit that subscribe button for me? All right, guys. Come on, let's get dangerous.